Here we see that management information systems is a specific category of information systems for middle level management. Has the same name, but a very different meaning from the term that we introduced back in chapter one, that is the study of information systems in business and management. In other words, the study of management information systems involves looking at all the systems used in business. An MIS system is a specific type of an information system. And so it's easy to get the two confused. You could ask whether or not, if you understand what is meant by non-routine decision making as opposed to routine decision making. And so routine would be a structured type of a decision. And so, for instance, typically setting a year to year schedule for clerks at the checkout counter would be more of a routine type decision. Understanding why DSS, or decision support systems, are specifically designed to assist managers in making that type of decision is critical. We also need to understand examples of non routine decisions. And so, for instance, deciding whether to merge with an organization, offer different benefit type packages. As we think about enterprise applications, we understand that these are used to coordinate, ultimately, and integrate the information that's used in systems that we discussed previously. And so, in other words, enterprise applications are used to ensure that transaction processing systems, management information systems, decision support systems, and executive support systems work together smoothly. Enterprise systems, also known as enterprise resource planning systems, integrates information flows from a variety of sources and ultimately serve a wide variety of groups and individuals and purposes within the firm. We want to remember the difference between enterprise applications and enterprise systems. That is, enterprise applications are any applications that span the enterprise itself. And the types of enterprise applications may include CRM, or customer relationship management systems, supply chain management systems, knowledge management systems, and the like. The business processes supported by enterprise systems are primarily internal. Note that enterprise systems are sometimes also referred to as enterprise resource planning systems, or ERP systems. Supply chain management systems are interorganizational systems which automate the flow of information across organizational boundaries. This distinction is important because SCM systems must be designed with the business processes of potential partners and suppliers in mind. As we move to CRM systems, or customer relationship management systems, we understand these are extremely important for both marketing and customer service. If you've ever filled out a survey for a company, that information, that data, is connected to an information system. And ultimately, the information that was entered was provided as input to the CRM for ultimate analysis, primarily focusing on customer behavior. The idea that business firms are repositories of knowledge may be a new concept. So we want to start to think about, again, some of those examples. For instance, what is the knowledge required to run a fast food restaurant? Or the knowledge required to operate a website such as Amazon? Knowledge management systems are useful for helping a firm's employees to understand how to perform certain business processes or how to solve problems. We want to think about what might the consequences be for a firm with poor knowledge management systems. Intranets and extranets use internet technology to communicate internally to employees. They also allow employees to communicate with one another and share documents and help communicate with vendors. They're essentially password protected websites. The simplest intranet and extranet may use static web pages to relay information, whereas more sophisticated versions may be database driven and enable key business processes. As we think about social business, think about how you use social sites such as Facebook. Have you ever used them for business purposes? What about Twitter, or the X as it is now known? Pinterest, Instagram. How have these social businesses transformed what happens in the business world of today? Collaboration and social technologies can be classified in terms of whether they support interaction at the same or different time and place, and whether these interactions are remote or co-located. You can use this matrix to identify solutions to the time and location issues that face a firm and to choose specific collaboration technologies with some of the examples that are mentioned here. Defined simply, the information systems department of a firm is responsible for managing all of the systems previously mentioned within this chapter. How the department is organized depends on the nature and the size of the business itself. Small companies may not have a formal department, whereas large companies may have several departments for different business functions. Or they have an IT department in each corporate division. What types of information systems departments have you had experience with, or are you familiar with in the organizations in which you may work? The Information Systems Department has also been recognized as a powerful resource for developing new products, services, and ultimately efficiencies within organizations. As such, IT governance is a central business concern. Being able to use IT efficiently and effectively has become more and more essential to a business's success.